right, here we go. We got some Sunday fun day going on today, don't we? Come on in here, cameraman, because we got some talking to do today. Today we about to get wild and crazy. Now, I was thinking the other day, because I had that salad, and I thought, man, that's a good salad, but I got a lot of ribbon online about having that salad. People were saying, Ray, you going soft with that salad, man. What the hell? So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, well, you know they don't know about some of the other salads. And since I'm Southern, because I am from Kentucky, that's right, we got a little something called wilted lettuce salad, okay? I don't know if you ever heard of that, but it's a salad that you just dip in bacon grease. Well, not really. We do a lot of other stuff too, but that's basically what it is. It's a bacon grease salad with other stuff in it. That's what I'm talking about. So, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself now. We got to go on over to the bar. We got to talk about this, okay? We got to get it all straightened out on this Sunday fun day. Come on. All right. We over here. We at the bar now, okay? We about to get loosened up, a little lubricated, right? That's what we're going to do over here because you got to cook with a little bit of lubrication, okay? Now, I tell you what I'm going to do today. I'm going to make some onion rings because, man, they're my favorite. I love them things. But I'm also going to make some hush puppies. Ain't y'all ever heard of hush puppies? Now, I do fry all my hush puppies in coconut oil. It makes it so nice and soft and adds just a hint of that coconut flavor. And you'll be sitting there eating, and I have people eating these bad boys, and they're like, Ray, I feel kind of tropical. What's that little hint of something in there? And I'm saying, hey, you tasting that coconut, all right? That's straight from Hawaii. We got some coconut hush puppies right here. Of course, that ain't the truth. I'm just talking their ear off, bending it a little bit, but they believe you. And then it tastes even better when they know that it came from Hawaii. I'm telling you, people. A little Southern action with a little Hawaiian action. It's the way to do it. All right. Now, we got to get that going. Got to get some of that lubrication going. Of course, I got my Patron on over here. I had to get the big bottle, okay? Because I forgot to freeze the small bottle. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that happens. That's all right, though. We still got the squirty squirt. Don't forget, you got to use the Mexican squirt. It's got the real cane sugar in it, people. You can't be drinking that corn syrup stuff. You know what I mean? Now, wait, listen for this. All right, that's how you know it's good. All right? If it don't make that sound, it ain't no good. All right? So I'm going to pour some for myself and my cameraman. I'm sure my cameraman wants a nice little shot, too. Here we go, here we go. Oh, got some escaping. How do you run that risk when you got the big old bottle now? You run that risk. But, the big bottle, the great thing about having the big bottle is you can go back for seconds if you want. Thirds, fourths, fifths. All right, so here we go. Cameraman, let's cheers it up real quick. All right, here we go. First one I always get you. Oh yeah, cameraman's got me a tip. Whew. All right, let's go for one more. All right, we gotta have. Well, it's like you gotta start off the day with a double. You know what I'm saying, people? You can't just have a single. It just kind of that teases it a little bit. Ain't nobody like a tease. Well, a little bit of a tease, but then you gotta deliver. You know what I mean? You gotta deliver. People love a man that can deliver. So let's deliver. Let's go one more right here. Just gotta get that little flow going. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Just a little flow. Cheers to me. Hey, it gets you. It gets you. It'll do it. It'll do it. All right. Now, we've been talking about something pretty interesting nowadays. Come on over here, Cameron. We're still at the bar. We ain't going nowhere. That's right. That's right. We've been talking about the proportion of design. I know this, I don't know, do you talk about this at the bar? I talk about this kind of stuff at the bar. You got to have some kind of interesting intellectual stuff to talk about at the bar sometimes, don't you? It can't just be all boobs and, butts and, I mean, it can be. I ain't arguing about that. But you got to talk about some design proportion. You want a good proportion in your boobs and butts too. You got to have it. So you got to have that design proportion of 75%, 20%, 5%. That's even in your food. I'm doing it over here in the food too. You got the 75% of the raw salad or whatever, whatnot. Then you got the 20% of the nice sauce that you got going on. Then you got the 5% of the really tangy punch, you know? And we got the bacon, we got the eggs, and we got all that stuff in there too, you know? That kind of thing makes everything multifaceted. You know, it layers it so nice, and it gives a focal point to the flavors. Just like if you're making a painting or, you know, playing some music or whatever. That's what you want to do. You want to do the 75, the 20, and the 5%. All right? Now start looking around. You'll probably start seeing that everywhere. Hell, when you go to Starbucks or any other of these damn places, I don't go to Starbucks. I make my own coffee here. Thank you very much. But if you did go to Starbucks or any of these new buildings that they have, you'll notice that when you look at the building design, you'll see that there's 75% stone, that's one color. Maybe 20% you got glass and metal. And then you got 5%, which is that Starbucks green. You know, you'll start seeing it everywhere, okay? And even great food, great chefs, that's the way they order their flavors, you know? It's like the Fibonacci sequence. Are you familiar with that, or did I just fucking blow your mind right there? Like, what the hell are we talking about? Ray, I thought we was getting wild with some liquor. We ain't talking about no Fibonacci sequence. The golden ratio, people, that's what I'm talking about. Go look it up if you ain't know what I'm talking about. The Fibonacci sequence, it's all over nature. It's the best design there is. If you want to design, the best design there is. Now, I heard Sam Hyde, he was talking about design, and I agree. He was talking about some books. You know, I looked up them books he was talking about. I forget what they're called. I wrote them all down. You know, one of them books is $400. Can you believe that? To have the real deal design. Not this bullshit that you get out there on the web and they call you a designer or whatnot, or a graphic designer. Like, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? But I'm talking about how to really put value into something. You know, how to really create a proportion of value. And you can't get a better proportion than the golden mean, the Fibonacci sequence. It's the best proportion. It's all over nature. You know, you got to learn from the master. Whoever the creator is, whatever, he knew what he was doing. You know, so copy off that. You know, you making your cookies or whatever, use it. Use that proportion, 75%, 20%, 5%. That 5% really has the bang, but it's in a little tiny proportion compared to the rest. And it makes it significant. That's how you put value into your design, people. You know, whether you're designing fashion, could be fashion. Maybe you're designing your car. I don't know. But that's how you do it. So think about that. All right, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get started on this food because we got to eat and get out of here. Come on. Woo-wee. Check this out right in here. I got these onions frying with the bacon grease. All right, now these are some sweet onions, and I'm frying them up just so that they're glass. You know, right when the onions turn glass, you know, you can kind of see translucency in them. That's what you want. That's where they're at right now. So I'm frying. Now, I already fried up some bacon and chop that bad boy up right there. Look at that. Now, if you don't know how to fry bacon, bro, you need to go watch some YouTubes, okay? I ain't gonna show you all how I fry my bacon, because that's just boring stuff right there. Let me go ahead and get this bacon. We're going to put it right in there like so, okay? We're gonna mix it back in with the good old grease and the onions, all right? Looking good right there. All right, that's looking good right here. Now, I'm about to go over there and pour it all over on my leaf lettuce, and we're gonna get this thing going. All right, people, we're over here. We got the salad. Look at this lettuce right here. Now, I did tear it all apart, wash it, and throw it up in this bowl. So we got it going on right here. I got, my goodness, we just cooked right there. Check that out. Okay, now I'm about to pour her on in there. Let me go ahead and open up to the camera. Ooh, look at that. That looks so good. All right, let's call that much right there. Is that about right, you think? All right, I think that's about right. Now we're just gonna go ahead and mix this up. Get this grease and this bacon and this, you know, onions all over the place. Now that heat's gonna wilt that lettuce a little bit, and that's where the name comes from, wilted lettuce, okay? All right, people, now we gotta go ahead and put some of this dressing in there. Gotta heat it up right here. Check this out. Come over here, cameraman. Oh yeah, that's what you want. That's what you want right there. That's what you want. Now, what I got in here is I got some apple cider vinegar. I got a little bit of honey. Up here, cameraman, look at this right here. A little apple cider vinegar, a little honey, and some cranberry sauce, you know, to give that an extra kick, you know. Then we're gonna go ahead and mix this up in here. We want it hot, people. You want this nice and hot, okay? Ooh, that handle's a little bit hot right there, so I'm gonna grab one of these bad boys. And then I'm kind of come right over here and pour it all in there. Now this is what's gonna wilt all that lettuce now. It's gonna get all that lettuce wilted. I gotta open up to the camera so you guys can see it, huh? All right. There we go. Put this back over here. Now I gotta get back to mixing this bad boy up. All right. Look at that. You can already see the lettuce wilting. That's right. Wilting under that heat. That's what you want to have happen. That's what you want to have happen. Now I got all the other fixings over here. Okay. So after you mix it up good, we're gonna go ahead and build our salad. All right. Now over here, look over here, guys. Look right here. I got the bacon. I got the onions. I got green onions with a little bit of this heat on it. Now this right here is the Thai chilies all ground up and put in there. And then I already have my seasoned tomatoes that we put on it. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? And then we have our seasoned eggs, which also go on top of it. Now this is going to be fantastic. So here, let me go ahead and do this. All right, people, we putting this bad boy together. Come on now, follow me over here. Let's go. Gotta put a little bit of that salad right there. Now, you know, I got the guys coming over. You can put as much or as little on as you want. Now they might think that this is another salad and be like, give me trouble for it. But as soon as they smell that bacon, they gonna know it's gonna be good. And then I got the hush puppies and the onion rings too. Check it out right here. I already made it. Onion rings and the hush puppies. Now, if you ain't had hush puppies, you missing out. I tell you what, right now, I'm about to put this over here on the bar, just for me, right now. This is just for me right now. We'll do it later for the guys. Then I go ahead and get some of this bacon, put that all on there. That looks good, man. And these are big chunks of bacon too, people. This ain't no little tiny vegan salad here. We getting carnivore up in here. Get some of them tomatoes on there. Get some of these nice onions. That's right, we get in there with our fingers. Do a little bit of that, looking good. A little bit of these green onions on there. Now try to remember that proportion that I told you and don't go all hog wild on it, you know? That'll be the best. Now I'm gonna come over here and get some of these eggs. Now the eggs are key. You gotta have these eggs. And they're seasoned very nicely. You got them seasoned with salt and pepper and a little bit of that Thai chili. Now look, check that out. Don't that look good right there? That looks so good right there. And I got all these onion rings and whatnot over here. Now hold on, let me get this all set up and then we'll come talk about it at the bar. All right, people, we're over here at the bar now, okay? We're at the bar. Look at this salad. Look at this beautiful salad that we got right there. This beautiful wilted lettuce southern salad. All bacon, all greasy, all day. That's what I'm talking about right there. It's enough to make any grown man get their mouth watering right there. Then we got our hush puppies right here. Oh yeah, that's my own special recipe of hush puppies now. And I got of course the onion rings with a little bit of ketchup right next to them. Now hold on, this onion ring, I mean this hush puppy, I gotta get me some of this. Oh yeah, it's so good. Oh, so moist, so delicate, and yet crunchy on the outside. Fantastic. Now I know y'all been dying to see what kind of salad this is. It tastes fantastic, okay? So, man, get on out of here. I gotta eat this because I got things to do today.